Welcome, I'm your host, Logan123. You're joining me for Junior Book 1, Chapter 8, Bad Blood. You rush over to the recording studio to find Kaitlyn and the members of TBD distraught and near tears. I came over as soon as I heard. What's this about your recordings being deleted? It gets worse. The band moves aside and you see Cassie's drums are slashed and overturned. The overhead mics are torn down and the mic stands lie on the floor snapped in pieces. Wow. So someone's an a-hole. Oh my god. Put your arms around Kaitlyn and pull her in tightly for a hug. She slumps against you, sniffling before pulling away again. The equipment was like this when we got here this morning. And when we signed into the studio's database, all our music files were gone. And we mean all. Rachel pulls open a drawer. It's full of broken shards of plastic. Wait, are those our hard copies? I kept all of our backups here because I thought the studio would be safer than an apartment. God, I'm such an idiot. Can anything be salvaged? Who were the last people in the building? Do you have any idea who would have done this? Ooh. Not a clue. My beef with the loose pins ended forever ago. Besides, they're on tour in Germany right now. We get along well, and with all of the other bands who record here. Same with everyone in their gigs. We've always been respectful of the venues we perform at. So, there's no one who might hold a grudge. The folks who work for Hartfield's student housing department don't like me very much. Although I don't know why. That's because you have roaches, but that's completely separate. Raise your hand if you know why. Everyone in the room raises their hand. Hey, it's not my fault my last 12 roommates requested transfers. You can't naturally be this dense. This is a special power, man. I'm sure it had nothing to do with sharing a room with a community of cockroaches. This is fascinating and all, but something tells me student housing isn't responsible for this. Do the police have any idea who might have done this? Amnesia Cat Studios wouldn't call them. We haven't been able to convince them a break-in even happened. What? Wait, what? Why wouldn't they want to report this? Well, our music's gone. Nothing was actually stolen, and the alarm never went off. Doesn't the studio have a security guard? Yeah, one guy for the whole building. He can't be everywhere at once. But what about the equipment? That's clear destruction of property. Since it's technically my equipment, the manager said he can't account for what condition it was before the break-in. I think he's still salty that we brought in our own stuff to make up for his shoddy tech. And since it's not covered by the studio's insurance, he doesn't get anything by reporting it. What a dirtbag. Does he think you deleted your own recordings and smashed your own equipment? Not exactly. He says there isn't enough evidence that a crime occurred. The dude's not a detective or a cop, he's just a guy who owns a record studio. So, what happens now? Kaitlyn takes a deep breath, shaky breath. Today, I think we need to process, regroup, and figure out what to do next. Let's call it a day and meet back here tomorrow. The other band members nod sadly and grab their things before filing out. Once the room empties, you glance at Kaitlyn. I can't decide whether I want to cry or scream. A third option. Do both. Scream, cry, or cry then scream, or cry, rage, scream, or I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Crying's fine. You don't have to put on a strong front for me. Not today. Kaitlyn's eyes fills with tears, and she rushes into your arms. You hold her close as she sobs into your shoulder. He gently placed a kiss on her temple. We've worked so hard, and now it's all gone. And no, I don't even know why. Why would someone do this? Kaitlyn pulls away, wiping her eyes. I just wish I knew how this happened. Does the building have any security cameras? Not in the booth itself, but there's one in the hallway. Jesus Christ, and it wasn't a crime. Alright. Wouldn't that show whoever broke in here last night? The studio manager checked the footage already, but won't let us see it. He says it isn't conclusive. If the footage isn't conclusive, then why not share it with you and see if you recognize something? That's what I thought! Maybe it shows that the security guard leaving the studio unlocked and the manager's covering his butt. Where is he right now? Maybe I can talk to him. Threaten him with bad press in the student newspaper or something. Don't bother. He's a total jerk. Besides, he's out on his lunch break. Nothing gets in between him and his meatball sub. Wanna bet? My fist would get in between him and his meatball sub. Especially while chewing. I hate this. He won't call the cops. He won't show the footage. Doesn't anyone care about finding whoever did this? I care. There has to be something we can do. Yes, you called the cops. You filed the police report. It doesn't matter if the place is insured or not. That's a completely different other issue. But whoever wrote this just not living the real world. Kaitlyn's eyes light up with a mischievous gleam, and she grabs her hand. Hey, I've got an idea. While the manager's out, we could sneak into the security room and see the camera footage for ourselves. What about the security guard? He only works nights. The coast is completely clear. Please, Mizumi, I have to know what happened. Why is this a diamond choice? Why? Why is this a diamond choice? I'm actually having a hiccup now, because why is... Just never mind. We can't take the risk. I feel like there's more better diamond choices for this. Especially if, like, Bloodbound or the Veil of Secrets. If we get caught, TBD could be banned from the studios, and then your album would never get made. The best way to stick it to the saboteur is to use what recording time you have left to make something truly special. I hate it when you're all rational and law-abiding, but you're right. Is there anything else I can do? There is one thing. Someone needs to tell Amara what happened. I'm gonna video call her since it's early in the evening in London right now. But I don't want to do it alone. Could you help me break the news? Of course. Whatever you need. Kaitlyn sets up her laptop on the soundboard before you can click call Amara. Kaitlyn reaches out and stops you. What is it? Kaitlyn bites her lip. It's just a lot of those recordings used Amara's drum tracks. That's how we were keeping her involved with the band. How do I tell her that we have to re-record our album without her, after all the work she put in? Shit. Now that one's a tough one. She'll still be credited. No, she could, well, I mean, she could in dedication or something, but... I mean, you don't have a choice. I feel like on that. Your recordings weren't lost by accident or because you were careless. This is your fault, Kaitlyn. If you don't re-record your album, then there is no album. Amara will understand that. I guess. Kaitlyn takes a deep breath. Okay, I'm ready. Click the call Amara button. After a few rings, she picks up and her face appears on the computer screen. Hey guys, what's up? I wish I was calling with better news, but... Haltingly, Kaitlyn explains what happened at the recording studio. So, the whole album's just gone? Including everything we recorded with you. We still have some leftover time to re-record, but it would be on Cassidy on drums. I wish circumstances were different, but we don't exactly have a lot of options if we want to record our album. No ifs about it. If some punk thinks they can mess with TBD, they're out of their mind. So you won't be offended if we record without you? I'm not happy about it, but being unhappy isn't going to bring our music back. The worst crime would be giving up after all the hard work everyone in TBD put into the album. As much as I wish my beats were on the tracks, I know the show must go on. This won't be the only album we'll make. I promise you that. Well, I didn't call just to deliver super bummer news. How's Guildhall been treating you? It's been amazing. All the departments have some overlap, so you get to meet and work with tons of different musicians and performers. The creative atmosphere is so potent here that I'm even songwriting outside of class. What do you think of this? Mara hums a few bars, wrapping her hands on her desk for percussion. Where you know it, you're bobbing your head along with Amara. That's catchy. That's more than catchy. Can you imagine what Anissa could do with that on the keys? Do you have words for it? Nah, I'm no poet. I've been trying, but I keep coming up with something, something, cool girl, something, something, change the world. Tapping her foot to the beat, Kaitlyn starts to sing on the same tune. Oh god damn it, son of a... See, we don't know the beat, though. I guess we could go with it. I try not to fall for cool girls. Too busy trying to change the world. You could be my cool girl. Let's try this out, give it a whirl. Hey, I like that a lot. Last time I loved a cool girl, she turned my bright day into night. But if you were my cool girl, everything would be alright. I would want to fly a kite. No, everything would be alright. It's like we're sharing one brain. Amara, this song was meant to be. I'm liking what I hear, but if I send you the sheet music, could you work on the lyrics? With a tune like that, the lyrics practically write themselves. I'll have to run it past the girls, but I doubt they'd have a problem with one more song, especially if it sounds as cool as this one. I had a cool fuck you. I think that's my cue to leave. Don't want to ruin your creative vibe. Hey, you put in 2 sentences, okay? You're part of this creative vibe. You put on your coat, but before you leave, Kaitlyn comes up to you and puts a hand on your arm. Thanks again for the help. I feel a lot happier. We'll re-record our album the best we can, without losing Amara's magic touch. This is part of why TBD is so awesome. You're not just musicians, you're friends who can care about each other. Just don't forget your loyal groupies. You're much more than a groupie, Mizumi. You're my rock, especially today when everything seemed like it was falling apart. I love you so much. I love you, too. Now, hurry back and work on the song. Don't want to lose that creative spark. You head home as Kaitlyn and Amara start working on the chorus. A week later, as you bustle across the quad for an early morning cup of coffee, you spot Sophia rushing out of the coffee shop with Zig right behind her. Hey guys, how's it? I'm your brother, Sophie. I'm allowed to be concerned. Oh my god, Zig! Just stay out of my life! We're not finished here. Are you guys okay? I don't know, Sophie. Are we? Judged by those photos you've been tagged in on FaceSpace, you've gone on almost every night this week. In case you noticed, or haven't noticed, I'm an adult. I don't have to ask your permission before going to a party. Mom didn't send you to college so you could spend all your time goofing off. Mom didn't send me anywhere. I earned a scholarship. And how long are you going to hang on to that scholarship if you keep acting so irresponsible? Me. You and your friends throw parties all the time. Not really. We throw one like once every 2-3 months, man. That's different. Mizumi will tell you. Oh, please. You both need to calm down. I know you're angry, but you obviously care about each other. Try to see what's that instead of arguing. All Zig cares about is acting like the big man on campus and treating me like a child. Maybe if you stopped acting like a child. You're getting all wound up over nothing. As long as my grades are fine, what's wrong with having a little fun? We must have different definitions of fine. Heard you got a C on your calc test last week. Are you spying on me? Okay, no. Zig's right. C. Bad. Mom told me. Unlike you, I actually call her once in a while. At that moment, Zig's phone buzzes. How's this for timing? It's Mom. Why don't we put her on speakerphone and see what she has to say about all this? Don't you dare. Zig, maybe that's not the bet. Despite your protest, Zig turns on his cell phone speakerphone. What's up, Mom? I was just chatting with... Uh-oh. This is his mom. Okay, here we go. What's up? Is that all you have to say for yourself, young man? Me? What did I do? I spent 10 hours in labor bringing you into the world. And what do? You lie to my face. Mom, wait. Just let me take you off speakerphone. Oh, no. No. What'd you do? Before he can, however, Sophie snatches the phone out of his hand, holding it up over her head. Sophie, give it back. The last time we talked, you told me you had a 4.0 GPA. I'm gonna imagine my surprise when I got an email from the school telling me my son is flunking all of his classes. What? Why didn't you tell me you were on academic probation? Zig lunges at Sophie and wrestles the phone from her hand before retreating a few feet away to talk to his mom in private. Academic probation? And he thinks I'm being irresponsible. Hypocritical much? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Something's not right. Zig would have said something if he was in trouble. He would have. And give up bragging rights. His mom's big college boy. You think she's be as proud of me now that I'm here? But no. She's still all, what would Zig do? Why don't you ask Zig? Zig is so smart. At least now Mom might get off my back. Ah, that explains why she's not talking to her mom. Sophia, I don't think Zig would... I get that you're his friends and have to defend him, but I've heard enough. Sophie loops her bag over her shoulder and storms off. Zig comes up to you, a shell-shocked look on his face. What was your mom talking about? Did she really say academic probation? He nods woodenly. I figured there must be some mistake, so I hung up and I checked my grades on Harfield's student app. Zig's breath hitches in his throat. Azumi, it said my GPA had dropped to 1.5. I could get kicked out. I could lose my scholarship. I could... Whoa, now, hey. Taking his shoulders, you give him a gentle shake. Breathe, Zig. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Zig exhales shakingly. I don't understand. I checked the app 2 weeks ago and I was doing great. It doesn't make sense. You're right. Something doesn't add up. What do you mean? You typically don't drop 2.5 GPA in just a 2-week period. Holy shit. Think about it. Why would the school email your mom? Have your professor said anything? Why would your grades drop now? Have your professor said anything? Wouldn't they tell you if you suddenly started falling behind? You'd think, but no. My psych professor actually read my analysis out loud to the rest of the class. Heck, my geometry professor suggested I apply for a special departmental award. See? That doesn't sound like something you'd suggest to a student who was failing. Yeah, typically teachers make examples of either really, really horrible students or really good students. Rarely in the middle. At least not the teachers I know of. So what? This might be some computer glitch, a clerical error, a really mean prank? I'm gonna go with prank because I'm really starting to wonder. Your mind flashes back to the football field and Kaitlyn's erased music. We can't know for sure without more information. I can't just do nothing. Start by emailing the Office of Register. Enclose a copy of your email your mom received and CC your professors who will back you up. What am I supposed to do while my little friendly email sits in the administrator's inbox? Twiddle my thumbs? Screw that! I say we march down to the Office of Register and have them look over my transcript in person. That's not a bad idea, and they might be able to tell if a computer error or foul play. That would really help. They won't revoke my scholarship right away if they find evidence my grades have been tampered with. His mouth flattens in a tight, stressed line, where I'm sure diamonds are going to pop up here in just a moment. They might not be able to fix immediately, but at least I'll know that they're working on it. Let's play cool. I understand how important this is, but that's not exactly why we need to do this by the book. You're more likely to have your request drop to the bottom of the pile if you antagonize the registers. That's the last thing I need. I'll get started on the email then. Shouldering his book bag, Zig shuffles off to his next class. I mean, he was so surprised, and Zig is such an uptight guy about everything, and he wants to be so perfect. I mean, I can at least say he's kind of egotistical, so I don't think that 2.5 GPA drop would have slipped past the guy. At a little past noon, you arrive at the restaurant. A few minutes later, Zig walks in and slumps into the chair across from you. Hey, Zig, how are you holding up? Well, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I heard back from the Office of the Register. So soon? Yeah. Once I told my professors about the situation, a bunch of them got together and went straight to the dean. They convinced him there was no way my GPA matched their grades they'd submitted, so Hartfeld's conducting an official investigation. That's wonderful. So you're back on top? That's where the bad news comes in. While the school investigates to see if their grading system was tampered with, my grades are in limbo. Okay, that's not really bad news. That's in the middle of the road news. So you're still on academic probation? Not exactly. I'm not passing or failing, and I still have my scholarship for now. But the school can't confirm my academic status while my investigation's ongoing, and who knows how long that'll take. It looks like making it on the honor roll will have to wait until next year. No. If they can prove that there's been tampering in their system and you were an honor roll, they'll give you a belated honor roll recipient thing. I'm so sorry, Zig. I know how hard you worked for that. Why me? My life was finally going the way I wanted it to. Who'd I piss off bad enough that they do this? Reach across the table, take one of his hands as he curls it into a fist. I wish I could answer those questions. Zig takes a deep breath and gives you a tired smile. Today I'd rather focus on the good things in life, like you, and a messy cheeseburger. Does this place make those? They do. I think that's even called the Messy Bessie. Want to split one? Okay, I know that's a joke because you don't do anything halfway. You got me. Just as you're about to flag down the server, your phone buzzes with a text. It's from James. Oh boy. Lazumi, I need your help. Someone leaked my novel. Son of a... What? Jesus Christ, I swear to God if this is Bo. This is bad. I'm in big trouble. Before you can text reply back, your phone rings with an incoming call from Becca. Hey, Becca, I can't really talk right now because something came up. Someone is trying to ruin my life. Wait, what happened? Someone sabotaged my application in Northbridge. We need to find out who did this and make them suffer. What the hell is going on? Who sabotaged James and Becca? And are all your friends being targeted? Find out next time on the Junior. I mean, pretty much, yeah. Does Bo really have... I don't think Bo has the expertise to do this, does he? I mean, come on, this is a little too methodical. This is a bit too methodical. And again, I stated this, I believe, at the end of last week's Junior, and I'll state this again. Who right now has the most to gain, at least egotistically, by our downfall, which would be Sebastian's father. We screwed the guy over, man. He didn't get the house. He didn't get to build his big ass, thing. We screwed that guy over hardcore, and he faces even possible jail time and the whole nine. We screwed that guy over hardcore. So, yeah. I don't think it's Bo. I think maybe the football field was Bo, and it's being made, like, all this is coinciding to maybe be on top of Bo. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I'm leaning towards Sebastian's father. I really am. Because we haven't pissed off, I mean, well, we did piss off Manny. But that was only a Chris, Zig, and Mizumi thing. It wasn't the whole group. So, I mean, this is cold, calculated, like a long list of things. I'm still sticking with Sebastian and his father. Like, Sebastian probably isn't in on it, but I think it's Sebastian's father. And then the car accident. Think about this, the car accident. And then all these other things have gone down the line. The football thing, Kaitlyn, Zig, now James, and Sebastian said he had an issue, but he didn't want to talk about it. I mean, he kind of did, but then he kind of didn't. But his issue wasn't a big one. If Sebastian calls and suddenly has an issue, I would think it would be someone else, maybe. But right now, everybody of our group that went against Sebastian's father is being targeted. Yeah. No, 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 no. With that being said, there is a video up on my channel where I posed a question, many questions, but specifically one to you folks. Those of you that turn into my normal edition, it will be up there. Well, actually, I'll put it down in the bottom right corner. Because typically what I do every week is the top right corner, I will update to the next one. So, for instance, I'll do High School Story will be up in the top right corner. And then I'll add on to the boxes in case anyone's behind and they catch on a junior and they're watching them in rows, like how they come in. So stay tuned for that. I got really deep. There was a lot on my mind, a lot on my heart. I posed some questions to you folks, and it ball's in your court. About where to go with our channel from here. And this is our channel. This isn't just me. I'm kind of, in a way, just a figurehead. But this is my community. Without you guys, I would not be here. I would probably be flipping burgers or something, to be honest. Probably not even that. Probably sitting in a stupor of depression, if not worse. So I posed that question to you folks. Among any, please check out that video. Just a few minutes of your time just to check it out. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also head down description below, links to social media or Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Tomorrow, which I believe is the 29th, is it not? Yes, we will be streaming Agony on Twitch. We'll have to do Twitch. I'll try and copy it over to YouTube, but Agony is a more mature rated game. And the more mature content you put on your channel, then the more YouTube starts raising the bar, and they'll actually ban people who are, like under 18 from watching a lot of the content. And a lot of the choices is very PG content. And I try not to also cuss, especially use some of those really bad words. So I try and keep a lot of my content family friendly. So Agony is one of those games where we're gonna have to really see what happens on Twitch to see if we can copy it over. Without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.